What's the best way you've seen someone rebel against school rules? A buddy of mine named Tyler was caught messing with his phone during Mr. Henderson's chemistry class. Back then, our school had this zero-tolerance policy where if you were caught with your phone out, it was confiscated for an entire week and your parents had to come pick it up personally. But here's the thing. Tyler's phone had some seriously compromising photos on it that his girlfriend had sent him the night before. If his super religious parents saw those, he'd be grounded until graduation and probably shipped off to military school. So Tyler hands over his phone but doesn't seem worried at all, which was weird because we all knew what was on there. He'd been panicking about it all morning, talking about how his life was basically over if his parents had to come get his phone, and the school decided to check for inappropriate content like they sometimes did. During lunch break, Tyler asks me and our friend Jake to come with him to the main office. He says he needs to handle some business with his confiscated phone before his parents found out about the confiscation. We figured he was going to beg for it back, but Tyler had this look like he was about to pull off the heist of the century. We walk into the office where all the confiscated phones were locked in this clear plastic box on the secretary's desk. Tyler goes up to Mrs. Rodriguez and explains that his mom is picking him up early for a doctor's appointment, but she doesn't know his locker combination and needs him to text it to her. Mrs. Rodriguez, who'd known Tyler since kindergarten, agrees to let him send one quick text. She unlocks the box, finds his phone, and hands it to him while she watches. Tyler starts typing the message, but his hands are literally shaking. He's trying to act casual, but we can see sweat beading on his forehead. He shows Mrs. Rodriguez the screen. Locker combo is 241836. See you at 2:30. She nods and tells him to send it. He hits send, then does this exaggerated sigh and says, "Man, I'm really gonna miss this phone for a whole week. It's got all my music, my games, everything." But his voice is cracking because he knows what's really at stake. Mrs. Rodriguez actually felt bad for him. "Well, maybe next time you'll think twice before using it in class," she says, reaching out for the phone. That's when Tyler made his move. As he handed the phone back, he somehow managed to slip his real phone out of his pocket and swap it with an identical decoy he'd been carrying. The switch was so smooth that even Jake and I barely caught it. She drops what she thinks is his phone back in the confiscation box, locks it up, and we leave the office. The moment we're outside, Tyler nearly collapses against the wall. "Holy Schmidt, that was close," he whispers, pulling out his real phone. "I thought she was going to notice my hands shaking." Turns out Tyler had bought an identical phone on eBay. He'd spent his entire savings, $200, on this backup plan because the alternative was social and family destruction. But here's where it gets crazy. On Wednesday, 2 days into his punishment, Principal Davis decided to do a random check of confiscated phones for inappropriate content, something they'd started doing after some sexting scandal the year before. We all thought he was dead. Turns out the decoy phone was completely clean. He came back grinning like an idiot. It was the most high-stakes phone switcheroo any of us had ever seen.